It's not well marked on these mats.
Damn, I would have moved back one more when I got that thing if I knew that. I thought this was the edge. Because I could have retreated 4.
I'm gonna boost myself with grasp.
It's actually fierce. The bottom of that, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, fierce.
And you can take a card because you do not attack. Lost joke.
Okay, I'm going to declare an attack now.
All right, move this over so you can put it there. And put this over too. So Craig, you have to answer with your own attack. Keep in mind, your boost does mean that you have +2 power on your attack, so... If I were you, I would put something down that has a lot of speed or guard. Because Lost Joke has a boost in effect that gives him +2 speed. So he may end up going first. And if he does, he could stun you, which means you do not get to attack. That's assuming that you don't put something out that does have enough speed to counter that. All right.
Okay.
Flip them. Lost Joke has 6 speed. You have 6 speed. Lost Joke actually gets to go first because he's the one who initiated the attack.
Yeah.
So
It moves me, advances me 3.
yeah, so where were you? Right here?
Yes.
So you actually go 1, 2, 3. You actually skip the other player's thing in this case.
Oh, that would have been nice if I'd known that.
Well, we did play this before.
Yeah, but I don't remember that part.
Well, the good news is that even though you don't hit, they don't hit either.
Just kind of hoping to hit.
You know what? Never mind, you do get to hit. Because look at Cammy's special. You are playing Cammy, are you not?
Yeah.
Look at her special. Up here. Lost Joke, on her card. Look at what it says.
You're looking at the wrong card. This card.
No, this card up here, your character's card. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's listed on both of them, but yes. If you move past the opponent during a strike, your attack's range includes them. She moved past you, which means that despite her short range, she does in fact hit you with this. So, Cammy does 5 damage to you.
Now, do I move that far, or do I move where I thought
No, you move where the card says you move, and now it's as if, because you moved past her, it's as if your range just is extended to include her.
Okay.
And so, Lost Joke, you get to keep both of these cards into your gauge, because this says at the end of the next turn, add this card to your gauge. Craig, you have no guard, which means you are stunned, which means you do not attack. And also, you lose your boost as well.
I don't know how this works. After you resolve a boost, you may retreat 1. If you would strike, retreat first.
I think that is only in boosts that are not... I think that's when you put a boost down. So you could have done that earlier when you use this. But now it's past that turn, so...
Sound like when you're resolving it.
When you put a boost down, normally you use it immediately. But these boosts, because they're continuous, you get them. I mean, you could retreat, but that doesn't really change the fact that you still got hit no matter what.
Yeah.
So if you want to move, go ahead if you really want to, but either way, you got hit.
You can retreat 1.
And you also lose this boost because a strike happened, and you lose all boosts after a strike.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not what you did.
And now I draw 1.
No, you attacked, so you do not draw. Rill, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna hit you.
Okay, well...
I'm gonna keep hitting you.
God, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do... God, I
What
guess...
did you hit me with?
I guess I'll do this.
I hit you with dive.
Alright.
Does he get cannonball in his gauge too?
Ouch. Yeah, this was a
What is
wasted...
cannonball in your gauge?
This is a wasted
So
attack.
I hit you for 3 and then I retreat.
Yep.
Because at the end of my turn, it goes into my gauge.
And because I have no armor, I don't get to
Oh.
attack. It
'Cause
sucks because that
your
was my
boost.
this is my ultra. I was
So if
I
I
was
used it or not, it still would
fully
have went to
prepared.
So does it use up your gauge anyway? Or...
No, it only uses it up if I actually manage to attack with it.
Alright. So it's not like an actual fighting game.
Well, because if an actual fighting game, you use it up if you actually attack with it, but you didn't give me a chance to attack with it. This is what I was going to
okay.
use, but because you stunned me, it goes into the discard pile anyway. I...
And now I get +2 on my special and ultras.
That's right, you do. I feel like I want to, like, leave. I'm going to play this and take a card. Craig, it's your turn.
Okay. Gonna do a boost.
Alright. So that's just a boost, and you can draw a card. I'll put this to the side. Lost Joke, your turn.
Put my discard down here.
Alright. Do remember that you can have multiple boosts. You can have like as many boosts as you want. It's just the kind of the thing is the next time a strike happens, you got to use them.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm a boost.
Okay. All right. Really, your turn. Oh, remember to draw a card. Lost Joke.
I did.
Okay.
I mean, I'm super tempted to try and hit you with this, so I guess I'm gonna try and hit you with this.
Okay. All right.
Alright.
Oh my god.
And I get the +2!
You do.
And I
You
also
go
defend my
first.
dodge, right?
If there are 3 or more spaces behind the opponent, you actually get +3 power, so you actually have
So I get
+5
plus
power,
5.
which means you're about to do 9 damage to me.
Yep.
Less than that, actually. You only do 8
Because you have
damage.
3 guard and 1 armor.
Yeah. The guard doesn't matter for damage, it's the armor that matters for damage, so
Ah,
you actually do
okay.
8. You do 8 damage to
Alright.
me. But luckily, I can attack back. Because I do have 3 guard plus 6 guard, so I have 9 guard.
So if I do hit, if on hit it says move up to 8, is that after you attack back, or is that before
Actually,
you
yes.
attack? because
Actually,
I hit
yes. Yeah, no, you can move right now. You can move up to 8. And
All
that
right.
is in any direction.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
5,
No. You don't
No?
count my, so it's 1, 2,
1, 2,
3, 4.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh my god.
And now I'm over here.
Well. Fine.
All right, so
I'm gonna take 2 cards.
I spent this stuff, right? So this goes away.
Yes,
Because
the
it was-
boosts go away. The attack that you hit with
I mean-
goes into your gauge.
The stuff that was
Oh,
in my
yes.
gauge.
Yes, the stuff that is in your gauge,
said
you spent 3.
Gauge.
You spent 3, so that all gets discarded. But then this goes into your gauge.
God damn you.
Just
Fucking cards. I should probably draw some cards.
maybe. I took my turn, so Greg, I just drew 2 cards.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, Giant Nerd Guy Vega does got that med flips. Giant Nerd Guy Vega just flipped all over my ass. Completely destroyed me.
Acrobatics across the map.
Seriously, you move up to
Goodbye.
8. God, Jesus Christ, move up to 8 with that bullshit. I mean, it is your ultra, but still, Jesus. When you hit with this, just get on a plane and take a vacation.
Goodbye.
Yes.
I will move 1 forward.
Okay.
And then strike.
Can you do that?
Yes. Oh no, no, I can't.
No, you can't. You can only move or strike. You can't move and strike.
Well, I'm not gonna move then.
No move, only punch.
You can move as many spaces as you want in a single turn. You just can't move and attack unless there is a movement in the attack.
Yeah. I'll just draw.
All right. Lost joke. So I guess I should explain the purpose of having all this info, like your little cards here in the normal attacks. The main purpose is that you can see what you have. So a deck consists of 2 of each normal attack and 2 of each special attack. And as an opponent, you are allowed to rifle through your opponent's discard pile to see what they've already used. You can also look at their gauge pile. So you can kind of, if you know what cards they have, and you are of course allowed to look at their info card. If you know what cards that they've already used, you can kind of make an educated guess as to what they might have in their hand, or what they might have maybe coming up or still in their deck. Also, the other thing that I completely forgot to mention is EX attacks. If you have 2 of the exact same card in your hand, you can play them both as an attack, and it gives you +1, +1 power, speed, armor, and guard on that attack. But they have to be 2 of the exact same card. And that does work with ultras, by the way. You only have to pay the price once. You don't have to pay, like for your card, really. You wouldn't have had to pay 6. You
So
still
if I
only have to
had
pay 3.
2 of that, I might have murdered you outright.
No, you only get the +1 power, speed, and stuff. You don't get to like attack me twice. It's just like a buff to the power. So you would have brought me down to 7 instead of 8, basically.
Meh, if I can play that card again, I can murder you outright.
Yep.
So if you're declaring an attack, do you have to declare after you flip the card? If you're making it an EX?
You would put both cards out when you're putting your cards out face down. So they would be able to see that you're placing 2 cards out.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Rude.
Of course, the drawback to doing this is that you do have to discard one of the cards. You don't actually get to keep both of them in your gauge. Just to let you know that. Even if you hit, basically you only get to keep 1 card. You don't get to keep both cards. If that makes sense.
Well, I've got mine.
Alright. Dive kick. 5 versus 1. Well, Cammy goes first. She gets +1 power and armor and guard. None of that matters. Mostly she's getting the +1 power, so she's getting 5 power. She does have to move 2 before the hand, though. Advance 2. And then she does 5 damage to you. Craig. She definitely does that.
I've got armor.
That's right. She only does 3 damage to you. Because you have armor. And also, she does not stun you because you have 5 guard. However, attacks at range 1 do not hit you. And you are currently at range 1, and you are not moving. So, you don't actually hit her.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Wait, was this... never mind.
That was a boost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I declared an attack, I essentially used it.
So you lose this
So
and the boost.
And I didn't hit because of the thing.
Yeah.
So I don't... That my gauge. Lame.
I think that you can still draw a card. You didn't hit, but you don't have to hit to do the after. So...
Okay.
And you weren't stunned. If you were stunned, you wouldn't draw a card because you didn't get to use your attack. But you use your attack even though it didn't hit. So you still do the after, so you do get to draw a card. Craig does. Rill, I believe it's your turn. Just finish me off, for God's
So I
sake.
can draw
Just kill me.
2 cards.
You can, yes. It's basically
I'm
the
doing
turn.
that.
The turn is drawing 1 card, and then because you didn't attack, you draw another card. So it's basically just draw 2 cards.
All right.
Uh,
Oh, beautiful. I love this. I love this art.
is it the one that's different from all the other ones?
I don't fucking know.
Let's see.
I mean, it's a Vega card, and he's hot.
I am going to,
It's probably hiding tentacles under that mask.
I'm gonna just draw. Alright. I just drew.
Craig thinks that is something that I would not find hot.
Craig, it's
No.
your turn.
I'm gonna go with a boost.
Okay. You do need to attack right now,
Yeah.
but you can ignore their armor. I guess that must be like Chun-Li's thing. Like a lot of her boosts seem to be attack now.
I've got my strike.
All right. Also, you did a boost, so if you want to back off one, do it now, because that's your special. After you resolve a boost, you may retreat one. If you would strike, retreat first. That's like specifically meant for this kind of card, I think. That caveat.
Hold on.
I would love to attack Vega, but he is in Brazil right now.
Alright, I'll retreat one.
All right.
But one choke you need to...
Yeah,
Do a
Monjoki
strike.
is attacking, so. All right. Do it. 5 versus 6. Well, Craig goes first.
7.
Yeah,
'cause I get
it is
plus one
7.
everything.
So yeah, Lost Joke, you take 4 damage. And you are stunned. And now, Craig, you can retreat 3. And then you can add both your boost and one of these cards to your gauge. And discard the other card.
Do I have to retreat?
You do not have... yes, actually you do. After retreat 3. It does not say up to 3, it says retreat 3. So you have to.
I ring out. One choke wins.
Isn't Soul Calibur?
And then you also get to keep one of these cards, but not both of them.
Merg.
Yes.
Find a mod for this game that's Bloody Roar.
There are customs, but none of them are Bloody Roars. Lost Joke, I believe it's your turn.
Draw 2.
Alright. In that case, Rill, it's your turn.
No. I'm gonna draw 2. I'm gonna
Okay.
chill over here.
Dan, maybe
Damn
next
it.
time you're gonna be smarter than picking a fight with a guy wearing a mask and big claws on his...
He's a
I came-
Wolverine cosplayer.
I came to a fist fight with a weapon.
Honestly, I'm just going to focus, focus 2 and move to 1, 2. And then I get to draw a card. Alright. Craig, your turn.
Okay.
By the way, another thing that I didn't explain, and I probably should have explained, because now a lot of us do have gauge, although real spent hers. Well spent,
Yes.
though. Don't regret spending that. The other thing that you can use with your gauge is you can exceed your character. So if you look on your character card, you'll see the gauge cost. In Vega's case, it is 3. It's the actual character card, on the board. So if you spend 3 gauge, you get to turn this character card over, and now you get this special instead for the rest of the game. So,
How much gauge did you say that costs?
it depends on character. For me, it's 2. For Vega, it's 3. For Cammy, it's 3. For Chun-Li, it's 3. It depends on the character.
They need to hit you.
I would like to hit you, Rill, but you left. You just left. It is Craig's turn if you haven't gone yet.
I know.
Okay.
I'll draw.
Okay. Last joke.
I'm at the edge of the ring going, come here with my hand, just like on my card.
Yep.
You're basically doing what I've been doing for the past 2 turns.
Mm-hmm. Except
Really?
you're waving your claw and it looks silly.
It looks hot. Fuck you.
Hey, come on.
I'm just giving everybody a thumbs up, like, hey, man, I know you're kicking my ass, but, like,
I mean,
You
I'm
look
gonna
nice,
attack
man.
you. I just need
You're
to
good.
figure out which of these I want to attack you with.
Throw your claw.
Just fucking throw it at him.
Launch them like rockets at him.
I mean, what's
All
Dan
right.
gonna do? Gadoken at him? All 2
Alright,
feet
I'm
of
gonna
it?
do this.
oh my god, really?
I'm attacking you.
All right, okay.
So you can play 2 of them?
Yeah, I just got done explaining that. Remember?
He's
I
gonna
missed-
EX his respawn.
Ah,
If you have, if you have 2 of the exact same card and you're playing it as an attack,
Okay.
you can play 2 of them and you get +1 to the stats.
alright.
Yeah, you obviously are attacking me. Before close 2, so go ahead and move. You are going first. And then you attack me. You do hit. Are you gonna... You're not gonna critical, are you? It just gives you +2 armor.
Can I?
I wouldn't
no.
bother. No, I wouldn't bother because I'm not even doing any damage to you in this one.
Yeah.
So you hit me for 5.
1 damage. Or no, 2 damage because it's +1.
So yeah, it's +1. So I actually get 2 damage. And then I have 4 armor. So I would go first, or I would go next, but this doesn't hit anything. When you are hit, after hit effects, spend force for +2 armor per force spent after add this card to your gauge at the end of the strike. So I can actually add this to my gauge. But you did, what is it, 2?
Yeah.
My turn.
Oh yeah, also that was the sexy card. That was the one.
It's a
That
nice
I said I
card.
liked that art.
One of the few times you ever see him even partly without his mask, because he kind of is pulling it partway down.
Wasn't one of them... Wait.
I'm attacking you, Ro.
Oh, wait 1 second. I want to look at something. No, I guess I didn't. Does it matter what order these cards are in my discard pile?
No.
Alright. You were attacking me with 2 things.
Yep.
Alright, let me see. I mean, I can't do that one. Alright.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I go first. I do 5 damage.
I have 5 guard.
You have 2 armor, which means I actually only do 3 damage to you.
Yes.
And I do not stun you. If you hit me, you may return this card to the top of your deck. If you do, add a card from your hand to the gauge. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put this in my gauge. So you are going to hit me, and I have, like, nothing to block it. So you're going to hit me.
You for 4.
For 4. Christ. All right. Craig, your turn.
Okay.
look at my health versus everybody else's.
I'll put out a boost
Okay.
and draw.
Let's joke.
I'm gonna declare an attack.
What you gonna attack with?
Why do I have a card that looks nothing like any of the other cards?
Because for some reason, whoever put these together, that's what the aesthetic looks like for the regular game, for the non-Street Fighter version of the game.
Okay.
It works either way. It's the same card because it's a normal card, but yeah, it looks different. I'm peeking at your card, Lost Joke. I just want to see what it is. Don't forget that you can critical some of your cards by spending gauge. 1 gauge to critical this card.
You're attacking me? How dare you?
Luckily, nobody knows this game well enough that what I just said does not give away what Lost Joke just played, because that would have been bad.
I'm ready.
Wow. Well, Craig goes first.
And I do want to critical.
But Craig does not hit. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
So I pull a card off my gauge.
Yes, pull a card off your gauge, discard it. It can be any card, by the way. When you're using cards from your gauge, it can be any of the cards. You don't have to, because there are sometimes there are some characters who can actually pull cards back out of the gauge. So, I don't think any of us are playing a character that can do that, but it's just for the future.
Sounds like a bison thing.
So you can advance 4. Lost Joke. And you are
Yeah,
critting, although you didn't actually need to crit this one, Lost Joke. Because he didn't even hit you.
You really misplayed this one.
You know what? Take that gauge back, Lost Joke. There's like literally no reason to crit this card.
When do you decide whether you're critting or not?
When you play it. When you turn it over, I think. So he does
Because not all
5
cards
damage.
have a crit on them. So
Yeah.
declaring if you're going to crit a card before you reveal it seems a little pre.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know that the card has a crit on it when you're playing it, even if you're playing it face down.
So
Yeah, but if I declare it
Yeah.
or if I declare I'm making it a critical as I'm laying it face down, that kind of gives away the game.
Yeah, but also if you're doing a wild swing from the deck and it has a crit thing on it, you could do that after you reveal, because at that point you don't know what that card is. So yeah, Craig, you take 5 damage, I believe. You don't have any
Tommy
armor.
just kicked Chun-Li through the wall.
Yeah, or at least against the wall. One more hit against the wall, and she breaks out into the next part of the stage.
She breaks over onto our side, and suddenly it's a lot more people fighting.
Alright. Well, Shoki, you have a lot of gauge.
God.
Like 5 gauge. I mean, so do I. I kind of have a lot of gauge too.